Good morning, everyone. I'm Vaishnavi from Atal Incubation Center Coffee Board. Welcome to today's webinar hosted by Atal Incubation Center, Central Coffee Research Institute, Center for Entrepreneurship Development, a technology business incubator established at the Coffee Board's head office in Bengaluru. This initiative, in collaboration with Central Coffee Research Institute and CCRI, is dedicated to supporting and nurturing startups in the coffee sector. At AIC-CCRI-CED, we offer a range of facilities and services designed to accelerate the growth of innovative coffee-related ventures. Our resources include state-of-art laboratories, mentorship programs, funding opportunities, and access to industry experts. Today's session is part of our Market Access webinar series, which helps startups navigate market entry and sustainability challenges. Through this series, we provide valuable insights into upcoming events, exhibitions, and capacity building programs. To deliver this webinar, we have with us today Mr. Narendra Kumar B, CEO of Udyami Solutions. Mr. Narendra is a seasoned mechanical engineer with over 10 years of experience in the industry, alongside a strong background in business development, particularly in the electrical and electronic manufacturing sector. As the driving force behind Udyami Solutions, he is committed to supporting entrepreneurs and SMEs in simplifying the often complex processes involved in securing bank loan and accessing government subsidies. Mr. Narendra's expertise spans customer service, research, and business insights, combined with a high level of proficiency in tools like Microsoft Excel and Word. His dedication to empowering entrepreneurs shines through his work, where he actively shares practical strategies to help businesses overcome financial challenges and reach their goal. Today, we are thrilled to welcome Mr. Narendra as he offers invaluable insights and actionable guidance for achieving sustainable business success. We are excited to have him share his insights with us today. I welcome you, sir, on behalf of Atal Incubation Center Coffee Board. Over to you.
Thank you, Vaishnavi, and good morning to all. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity to create awareness among everyone regarding the Mudra loan. So I think we can start off with our presentation, Vaishnavi. Yeah, I am Narendra. As Vaishnavi introduced, I am heading as a CEO of Udyami Solutions. The main intention of starting up with the Udyami Solution was to give a handholding to existing and aspiring entrepreneurs. As there's a next slide, please. So as there is a big gap between the government schemes, subsidies, and banks. I've been seeing this last 10 years. How the entrepreneurs are struggling to avail the benefits, even though the many government schemes have been given, and even banks are also are not much aware of it, and entrepreneurs also are not aware of it. So we thought to stand as a bridge between the government organizations and the entrepreneurs. Next slide. So our main intention of Udyami Solution to empower the businesses by providing the tailored financial solutions and expert guidance. So next slide, please. Our mission is to empower entrepreneurs by providing the comprehensive financial guidance and support, enabling them to secure the next source to achieve their business aspiration. Next. And the vision is to be the leading provider of financial solutions for entrepreneurs, fostering a thriving ecosystem where the innovation and the growth are nurtured. Next. So already I think Vaishnavi has given me an introduction about me. I don't think so this slide will be necessary. Next, please move on now. So today's topic is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. So next. So we will start discussing about the scheme. Though the scheme was being launched by our Honorable Prime Minister on 8th April 2015, and the Mudra loans are given to the income generating micro small business to entities to engage in any kind of manufacturing, trading, or any activities allied to agriculture. Maybe poultry farming, maybe beekeeping, sericulture, pisciculture. So all the sectors are covered in this Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Next slide. So who can be the eligible borrowers? The eligible borrowers can be any individual proprietorship concern, partnership concerns, private limiteds, companies and entities who are legally registered. So any of them can be a eligible borrower who has been legally registered. So that is mandatory. Next slide, please. So source, where do we get Mudra loans? See, all Mudra loan has been almost all the banks, all the nationalized banks are eligible for to provide you the Mudra loan, and even microfinance institutions and non by NBFC banks are also eligible nowadays for Mudra loans. So these are the places where you can avail the Mudra loans. Next. So nature of assistance, what kind of assistance do you get through Mudra loan? You will get a term loan. Term loan means you can pay, you can purchase any kind of machinery, assets and all those things. And overdraft facilities available at Mudra loan and working capital facilities also available. So these are the different categories where you can avail the loans for your companies. Next, ma'am. So Mudra loan has been offering it four different types of categories. One is Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun Plus. Tarun Plus is something which has been introduced now in the latest budget. So it has been enhanced from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs. So Shishu is something which is eligibility is up to only 50,000. If you have any projects up to 50,000, you will be categorized as Shishu. And Kishore is something from 50,000 to 5 lakhs. This is the second category, and third category goes from Tarun as 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. And now the Tarun Plus is you can enhance your limitations from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs. And the best part is there is no collateral required for all these loans. Next, ma'am. So that's what you to unlock your potentials by Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. It can be any kind of a sweet shop, a saloon, an auto rickshaw, a tailoring shop, a motorcycle, or any activity can be involved in Mudra Loan. That is the beauty of this scheme. Next one. So margin money, with respect to the margin money, it depends from bank to bank where the banker has. So generally it stands from 15 to 20% or 25% of your contribution is required. With respect to Shishu, there is no margin money is required. With respect to Kishore and Tarun, the bankers, it depends on all the individual bankers. They may ask for 15 to 20% of your margin to be as a promoter contribution. So this is all about the margin contribution. Next one. And again, the rate of interest is also is reasonably charged for this exclusive Mudra loan. And again, it depends upon the individual lending institution. They will decide on it. It might vary from 0.5 to 0.10% among the bankers. Maybe NBFC might charge little higher end, or maybe nationalized banks will be little lower end. So generally, it will be between 10 to 11%. That will be the slab for this Mudra Yojana. Next, ma'am. So generally there will be a processing fees, whereas in some banks, like for example Bank of Baroda, they give us a special offer telling that we don't charge any processing fees. And again, it depends upon the institution to institution. For Shishu loans that is up to 50,000, the processing fees are waived off. So there will be a processing fees for whatever the loan amount you're going to take. So it depends again, once again, from bank to bank. Some banks are giving us an offer, they're weighing off the processing fees. Next one. So as I said, it's a collateral free loan. So you need not give any collateral to anybody, or if anybody demands on collateral also, you can very confidently tell to any bank telling that it's a collateral free and maximum up to 20 lakhs. It might be a startup, or it might be an existing company, or it might be a trading or manufacturing or service or anything it might be. So it is up to 20 lakhs you are eligible for collateral free loans, provided your CIBIL has to be up to the mark, and that is a mandatory criteria which all the banks look forward for. And your collateral security, the government give it will be covered under CGTMAC. Next month. So repayment it goes on again everything will be scheduled by the bank. So they will decide how to go about it. Maybe it might be in case of term loan, it might be 3 years or 5 years or 7 years. Depends on your business module and business proposal what you give. And overdraft and CC limits are charged based on your how much of the money utilized, and on that basis the interest will be charged. Next one. So that you can always have an option. Nowadays you always have an option to register yourself and apply through online also. So this will be the basic procedure to apply online. Maybe like Udyami Mitra, there's a portal called Udyami Mitra. In that you have an process to follow it, and you can apply through the bank, and you can select the bank. In case if you have a good relationship with the bank, you can select the bank, and then after following all this process, then you can submit. You can visit through the branch and you can submit all the documents. Next, ma'am. So these are the basic essential minimum documents required to apply on the Mudra loan. See, firstly you need a Mudra loan application. Then comes your identity proof, maybe KYC documents, Aadhaar, PAN, license, and all those things. Then residence proof documents and all those things, and business ID proof and a GST number, Udyam Aadhaar, and all those things, and latest photograph. If you belong to any special category, SC, ST, and OBC minority, it is applicable. And proof of loan requirement, what you want, like a detailed project report, and other documents, anything is related to again it depends on banker. If he asks for any other exclusive documents, you can submit for it and you can go through the process. Next one. I have kept my PPT very simple, but I want to interact with you guys more. And because each individual will have a lot of questions, we'll spend a lot of time on question and answers. So please feel free to ask your questions. And Mudra loan is a very simple loan and it's a simple process. So all the banks will be looking forward for your applications. So anybody have any questions, you can please always ask for the questions.
Uh, Hello, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
This is Divya. Sir, you did mention that some percentage of profit has to be paid or something of that sort. Can you please elaborate on that?
Profit is nothing has to be like profit you have to share, ma'am. See, I'll just give you a brief on how to apply for a loan and all those things. See, initially what happens, no, see, government has lot of schemes, okay. So, but no government departments or government bodies will fund you directly. The main funding person will be your bankers. So all you have to have a good relationship with him, good confidence, good you have to build a trust in him. Okay. So once he is convinced, the banker is convinced, your loan will be like a cakewalk. So initially, I'll tell you what are the basic procedures and how to approach a bank, and on all those process, I'll let you know. See what happens. See, initially, the first thing is you have to be very confident of what you're doing, and you have to be very clear about what you wanted to do. So what speaks is your project report. So you consult a good CA or a good CA for to prepare your project report. So he will give you a clear project report. So DPR, that is not a detailed project report. It gives you everything very clearly, details. Who are you? Where are you from? What are you doing? What are you going to purchase? And what is the business turnover you're going to plan to do? And your financials and your projections. When is the break even point is going to come? What is your expense are included? Everything. So what happens when you submit to a banker your project report? So he will understand everything just by looking at the project report. See, banker is a guy who he only has a financial knowledge. Anything related to technical, you have to be very confident because it is your business. You have to be very confidently speak to them, and you have to ensure that yes, this project is viable. He has to be convinced, telling that yes, this if I fund this project, definitely this project will be successful and he will definitely repay the money. And that is how we have to go at first. Initially, you have to prepare a good project report. That is the basic document which is required. After that, once he is convinced that yes, he will assure you, yes, we can fund you for this project, please go ahead. Then he will give you a checklist. As per the checklist, as per the bank, what are the checklists they are giving, without missing out any document, make a proper file and put all the documents into the file and just submit to them and take an acknowledgement from them. So this is the basic thing, ma'am. And
So,
you need not share any profit to anybody.
no, I think you did mention something about some percentage. I missed that out. What
Maybe
was it?
processing fees. I just was talking about the processing fees. So generally there will be a processing fees for everything.
Okay,
So whatever the loan amount you take, the certain percentage of the loan amount I will be charged as the processing fees.
understood. But they do not need any collaterals, right, for Mudra loan?
No, no, ma'am.
No collateral.
It's
Okay.
all government schemes are collateral free. Like maybe I'm just talking about Mudra. It might be PMFME. It may be Stand Up India, or it may be PMEGP, or any loans. It might be. It's all a collateral free loans.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
So we
So
have
any
another
questions?
question. Yes, sir, in
Yes,
the
ma'am.
chat box saying that are there any age limits?
No age limits. Maybe as per my knowledge, it must be 55 up to 55, 60. I think you will be eligible to take up Mudra loan, ma'am. I'll just check it and get back to you regarding this.
Yes, sir. Thank you. The other question is, sir, what are the specific eligibility criteria, if there are any, for small businesses to qualify for the Mudra loan, sir?
Servicing, as you said you salon, maybe a salon, or maybe a garage, or any small industry, small scale trading service, everything has been included. All is required is your proper presentation to the banker, the way you prepare the project report, and he will just look into financials, how this financials is going to work out. Have you really worked on this? Do you have a real skill on this? Or you just or just for namesake you are applying, or really you wanted to business? They will analyze all these things, and definitely you will get the Mudra loan scheme. You can definitely get a loan under Mudra loan. It's very easy to get the Mudra loan here, actually. There's no particular eligibility, ma'am. Eligibility major thing is first is, as I said, the CIBIL, ma'am. CIBIL is mandatory for any kind of loans. So if your CIBIL is good, then the rest all is fine. And you should not have too many loans also. They look into that also. You might be got something, so you might be paying your house EMIs or car EMIs or some phone EMIs, and then you try to do this loan. No, everything will be tracked in the CIBIL. Then the question arises, how will you manage to pay this loan? And all these questions will arise.
Correct, sir. Thank you for the answering this. Another question in the chat box is that what is the average interest rate for Mudra loan?
Anything will be between 10 to 12%, ma'am. 10 to 12% will be the standard thing. Again, it differs from NBFCs and nationalized banks, and it differs.
Also, sir, what about the repayment terms, sir, which is determined for Mudra loans?
Anything that's what it will be. All the loans standardly it will be within 5 years, ma'am. 5 to 7 years. If it's a loan amount is too high, like 20 lakhs, it will be. We can extend it, ma'am. We'll have an option. If at all we wanted to close it in 3 years, also we can always close. But standard will be 5 years, ma'am.
Okay, sir. On behalf of the participants, I have another question to ask you, sir. Could you please
Yes,
share
ma'am.
some success stories where Mudra Yojana has played a crucial role in a business's growth, sir. Any success stories?
Yeah, ma'am, I can definitely, I myself is an example, ma'am. In 2016, we had an availed and Mudra loan of 4 lakhs. So we availed as a working capital. So initially we showed our turnover and all those things. Then we got 4 lakhs sanction. Again, after 1 year, we improved our turnover. Again, we got enhanced it for 10 lakhs. Another 6 lakhs we got it. So that is how it works. So I myself is an example under Mudra loan scheme. Thanks, ma'am. Just if we can just log it into Mudra. Just a minute. I'll just give you a lot of examples also.
Sir, in the meantime, there's another question
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
chat box, sir, asking if there are any subsidies we can get.
Ma'am, with respect to Mudra loans, there is no subsidy actually. Subsidies are not included in Mudra loan, ma'am. So again, it depends if at all they belong to some special category SC/ST, and if they're buying some term loan or if they're buying any machineries, again they can get the subsidy from other departments.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I hope they've gotten the answer. Another question by Gangadhar is that do they give loan for coffee export businesses, sir?
Yes, sir. Definitely, you will get, sir. You will get the loans. See, under Mudra loan, you will be able to get the loans for any manufacturing, any trading, or any service. You will be eligible, sir. But I'm not sure that with 20 lakhs of loan, you will be able to export coffee because export requires a lot of money, right?
Sir, another question is that what advice that you will give to a first-time applicants on effectively utilizing the Mudra Yojana for their business growth, sir? As a first-timer.
Yes, ma'am. See, as a first time, that's what I said, ma'am. It's all depends upon you. You please kindly approach a good CA who can prepare a good project report for you. See, we might have hundreds of things on your mind, but we will not be able to put it in a right and proper format because, see, when we go to a bank, banker is a financial guy. He looks only into the finance. Whatever the money we give, how we can earn interest through us. So that is what he's going to look forward for. Apart from that, he will not have any technical knowledge. Try make him to understand in their language, telling that so this is the machinery which I'm going to buy. Put up a good flow chart. This is the process which is going to happen. From here I'm going to get the raw material, and this all is the process it is going to happen. At the end of the process, I'm going to have this finished product. This by purchasing the raw material, I'll be having so much cost. While selling the my profit margin will be so much. After losing all my expenses and all those things, you have to make it very clear, and we have to speak very confidently to the banker, ma'am. That is very foremost very much important.
Yes, sir. Thank you for answering that. Another question is that can we get loan to proprietary firm, LLP and private limited, or is it specific only to the proprietary ship firm?
Legal entities are eligible. Proprietorship, LLP, private limited, everybody are eligible to take up this Mudra loan.
Yes, sir, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
So actually, I have seen this Mudra Yojana in website. They have mentioned that a new business can only take up to 50,000 rupees of loan. I can get the loan like no, loan like more than like 5 or 10 lakh. My business should be existing and it should be running. So is that true? How
No,
they will?
not necessary, sir. It is not necessary. If at all this not this, you have a lot of other schemes also. Not only with respect to Mudra, we can take it up in other schemes also. But sometimes such kind of information has been passed on. But you can always apply and take it up, sir. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, banker is the guy who is going to fund you. So if
Mhm.
he is convinced, yes, he is. If he feels that project is viable, definitely things will go on, sir.
Okay. Now, how much time it will take? So, like, if I apply and if I wait, like, how much time it will?
Generally, it will take maybe 30 to 45 days, sir. It depends on how quickly we follow up things. See what
Okay.
happens when you go to see when you speak in bankers' perspective. See, generally branches will be busy engaged in their day-to-day daily transactions. They'll not be much aware of all these schemes also. So
Mm.
what I suggest is generally, and what I do for others also, we directly approach the SMEC center. There will be a loan processing center. So we
Okay.
approach there, we try to speak there, and we submit the documents. So it goes there, reaches them directly, and they start processing it. Sometimes what happen in the branches, they have the priority of works, though, so they miss out to process our files. So it is
Okay.
always good to go to an SMEC centers and get your things done there, and you will get a lot of information there in SMEC center.
Okay. How can I get the information of this SMSC? Like, how can I contact them?
You have to identify it, sir. See, like for a SBI bank, out of some 10 branches will be linked to one loan processing unit. Maybe they will have one separate branch there. So these 10 branches files will go to one branch, and then the loan will be processed from that branch.
Okay.
So that is how all the banks work. So no branches will directly involve and do the process.
Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
So we have a direct question in the chat box, which was posted directly to us, asking that how does the Mudra Yojana address challenges that is faced by women entrepreneurs, and if you can share any success stories which is directed towards women entrepreneurs.
Okay. So, ma'am, see, for example, see again, it depends on banks to bank. For women entrepreneur, they give another 1.5% or maybe 1% of rate of interest, lesser comparatively to others. Like for example, in Union Bank, what I saw was they have Nari Shakti, they give 0.5% lesser. And in Mudra loan is like it's common for everybody. It's not men, women, or SC/ST or anybody. It is for everybody. For women, you have Stand Up India scheme is there where they fund up to 10 lakhs to 1 CR. And PMEGP is there. PMEGP also you get good subsidy. We'll speak about that a little later. But for women, there is a special schemes are available, ma'am.
Yes, so thank you for answering that. So you just mentioned in the beginning about the loan categories, sir, meaning that Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun, and one more category. If
Yes,
you
ma'am.
can elaborate on how each one is tailored to different business stages, it will be more useful, sir.
Sure, ma'am. I'll let you know, ma'am. Shishu is something, ma'am. It is again. It depends on what is the project cost you decide on. What is the amount you wanted loan. So it all depends on that. So like 50,000, maybe a street vendors or maybe a small shop owners who wanted to do a small business within 50,000 limit. Yes, they are eligible to do under that. Again, if somebody wants to scale up from Shishu to Tarun, they can always upgrade it after doing certain period of business in this 50,000. They can always upgrade to next level. And people who wanted to fix their project between 50,000 to 4.5 lakh, for 5 lakhs, they are categorized as under Tarun, sorry, Kishore. And it all depends again on individual's proposal, ma'am. So government is just categorized in these ways. Whoever is eligible for whichever categories, they can always apply to that particular category.
Yes, sir. Thank you for answering that. Sir, another direct question that we've received is, has the government taken any awareness, has they taken any steps to increase the awareness and accessibility of the Mudra loan, sir, among the business owners?
Sorry, I didn't get you, ma'am.
Sir, they are asking if the government has taken any steps to increase the awareness and accessibility of the Mudra loan among the business group.
Yes, ma'am. Lot of government is also doing a lot of marketing on with respect to this Mudra loan. They have been doing a lot of ads, digital ads, and bankers also. They have some specific targets. Each bank will have the targets. So they are also behind a lot of associations, and they move forward. They want to, the target has been fixed for all the banks also. Even they have to achieve this, and they have to give loans to certain number of participants. So many applicants has to be given in a per annum. They have given a target to bankers also, and there is a lead bank. Lead bank will follow up with all the banks. Like for example, for Bangalore, Canara Bank is the lead bank. So all bank comes under this lead bank. So if you have any issues, also we can directly have raise our queries through to the lead bank.
Yes, sir. Thank you for answering. And dear participants, do you have any more further questions to ask? If you have any technical issues, please type it on the chat box. We'll read it out for you.
So in last financial year, almost 6 crore 23 lakh 10,598 amount has been dispersed. Loan has been sanctioned. So this is the figure which has been visible at the website itself. So every year they're playing they are displaying the statistics. How many applications have been come up, how many has been rejected, how many has been sanctioned, and everything is today everything is on digital, ma'am. Everything is available on the website. So only where we exclusively as a Udimi solution, where we exclusively stand is between the bank and the entrepreneur. That is where we stand exclusively. So maybe an entrepreneur might not be knowing how to prepare a project report, might not be knowing how to prepare the documents as per the bank checklist, or maybe not knowing how to speak to a banker, how to speak to a banker, or will train you up in all these aspects. So ensure that you are also being trained, and you will be able to avail the loan. So that is where we stand.
Yes, sir. Thank you. One last question from my end, sir. What is the impact that the Mudra Yojana has created on the financially undeserved communities, sir, especially focusing on the rural areas? If you can share some stories about it.
In particular, I don't have any stories, but since 2015, when the scheme was been launched, it has been reached, ma'am. It has been reached to every nook and corner of the country, and maximum people have been benefited out of it. They have changed their life, and lifestyle livelihood has been improved, and we have a lot of examples which has been available in the website, so you can always go through it. It's a remarkable changes have been happened, ma'am.
Noted, sir. Thank you for answering that. Participants, any more questions?
You can share my contact also on the screen, so that if anybody have any questions, they can always come back to me on the back end, and I'll be happy to guide you.
Sure, sir. We'll share the contact details.
So since the Mudra loan is a very small scheme, I am not able to give much on my slide. So that is the reason it has been over quickly. but I want to more. I look forward for more questions. See, Mudra basically stands for Micro Unit Development and Refinance Agency. This is the abbreviation of Mudra actually.
So you can use this fund for agriculture purpose, sir.
Yes, sir. It's definitely you can use, sir.
Actually, my wife she wants to establish one orchid plantation. For that, it is
Okay. Any agri allied business you can definitely do, sir.
now I entered, sir. I'm not aware of this much. Can you brief, if possible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's what I said, sir. Sir, I cannot give an individual things on on this platform, but definitely when you contact me on the back end, I can give you a good solution on how to go about it, sir.
So contact number, sir.
I will share, sir. Madam will share you, sir.
Okay, sir.
So the contact details and the email ID is shared in the chat box.
Madam, just now I joined, that's why.
Okay, sir, I will reshare it for you.
Sir, is it possible to share an example of a project report, at least just to go through what are involved in the project report?
Yes, sir. One model project report, if it's possible.
I'll share it in the group, ma'am, if possible. If you want, just a minute.
Also, can we approach the banks with the idea stage if we do not have an established?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. See, now example, the SBI at Kormangla branch, okay, they have an separate branch for startups. Even for your idea stage also, they start funding you. That
Okay,
doesn't come under that doesn't come under Mudra, but banks are also taking up initiative to fund at the ideal stage.
understood, sir. So, and for Mudra, GST is mandate, no, sir?
Yes, ma'am. For any schemes, so GST is mandatory and Udyam is mandatory.
Udyam, I have. GST is application is still under progress, so.
Okay, okay, okay. GST is mandatory, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Any more questions, dear participants?
So the model project report, you'll be sharing it in the group?
I'll share it in the group, ma'am.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so assuming no further questions, I would like to conclude this webinar. AIC-CCRI-CED is publishing their newsletters monthly. So you can scan the QR code to check our latest newsletters. Also, you'll find all the previous newsletters as well. And with that, you can also help us by providing your feedback. We'll make sure we post the link on the chat box as well. In case you want to rate us on Google, you can review us there as well. And now I'll proceed with the formal vote of thanks. Very good morning, everyone. We extend our heartfelt thanks to Mr. Narendra Kumar B, CEO of Udyami Solutions, for his insightful session on Market Access webinar series. On behalf of AIC-CCRI-CED, we appreciate your expertise and enthusiasm on the topic Unlocking the Potential of Mudra Yojana, a comprehensive guide. Your valuable contributions are greatly appreciated, and we look forward to future collaborations. A special thanks to all the participants for your active engagement and insightful questions. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. I'm happy. I wish you all a happy Diwali. Have a great and happy, safe and safe Diwali.
Thanks for the session, sir. Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all. We shall end the
Thank you, ma'am.
session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.